Hello, lovely ladies. One of the things I want to talk to you about today is intentionality. When you want to create a new habit, when you want to achieve a new goal and you want to set a pace for yourself, get down to the basics, be specific and have a plan of action so that you, as you're developing this new habit, don't have to fight against your already predefined ways of doing things. Let's break this down. If we apply this to weight loss, I think a lot of you are going to get this example. So I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. Each has the same goal. All right. So we'll start with person 1. Person 1 says, I want to lose weight. So tomorrow I am going to start a plan and I am going to eat better. I am not going to eat junk food and I'm going to do clean eating. And then they say it out loud. They share that with somebody, whatever. And that's what they do. And now they go to bed. Person number 2, they do the same thing, same goal, right? They want to lose weight. They're going to start a plan tomorrow. They're going to clean eat, no junk food, but they write down and they think, okay, I eat 3 meals in a day. So here's what I'm going to eat for breakfast. Here's what I'm going to eat for lunch. Here's what I'm going to eat for dinner. And I'm not going to drink any soda. I'm not going to eat any junk food. And I just won't go out to eat it all tomorrow. I'm just going to make my own food and be ready for it. Okay. That's person number 2. Person number 3 says the same things. Okay, all the way around and same goals, but this person spends time tonight finding the recipes that go with these meals for planning out what they're going to do. And they actually have the ingredients ready for breakfast and think, okay, that's pretty easy. I can manage to make that first thing in the morning, but I'm packing my lunch now and it's already predefined. So I'm not going to be tempted tomorrow. And I also made sure I had all the ingredients ready and I'm going to plan out the salad and I'll just chop everything up, but I know exactly what I'm going to eat tomorrow for dinner. And they've meal prepped on top of it. Out of those 3 people, which one do you think is the most likely to hit their goal tomorrow? When they're moving into a new habit, having the intentionality behind the action, knowing exactly what you're going to do so that when you're in the moment, you don't have to stop and think about it. You don't have to try and figure it out because especially given this example, what happens to us? Where does our sense go when we're hungry, right? How many of us, when we're hungry, we're just like, give me the food, right? I'm getting moody. I am having blood sugar level swings, right? I'm cranky. My head hurts, whatever the situation is. I've been in this meeting. I need food now. They're just going to take the first thing that's available. That's why so many of us pack on pounds, right? Because it's not already mapped out for us. So if you already had this original way of behaving, and you don't have a clear-cut plan, your brain is going to go the easiest way possible, which is what you've done before, and be like, oh, okay, it's fine. Give yourself space. We'll just start tomorrow. And probably you won't. Most people don't. So what I want to share with you is some advice that comes out of this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Fabulous book. And in this version, this is the hardcover version, it's page 70 and 71. He talks about this idea. So he says when you want to build a new habit, you need to have intentionality behind it. And there's so much evidence and research to show that those who have the intentionality set, who already know what's going to come next as they're building out that habit, they are much more likely to have success developing a new habit and a new way of thinking, training themselves because they set a plan of action and they weren't relying on themselves to make those good choices in the moment. That is huge. And if we can start to embrace that for ourselves and start to see how and where that's coming up for in our lives, we'll be much more successful accomplishing major shifts in our goals and in new habits that we want to create for ourselves. And so I'm a big planner and I love to plan. I love to outline and I can keep planning to the end of time and I'll just rewrite my plans and I'll refocus. And yeah, there has to be a limit there, but to limit and put out a plan of action for how I'm going to take steps. And for me, one of the ways that was a challenge is 1, defining that for what that looked like in weight loss. Because I did start as girl number 1, where all I did was say it. And I thought my willpower would kick in. Willpower only gets you so far. And then I was girl number 2 and I would write, okay, I need to write out my meals. And I learned, well, that wasn't enough. that I had to become girl number 3 and not only have a plan of action and state my intentionality, but then I also had to have my meals prepared. And so that worked out well for me. If I would like prepare a huge Instapot full of soup and I just have it all lined up, and every day I ate the same soup at the same amount of time, I just made it super simple on myself. And it just became very easy to follow along and take that process into action because I had a plan. It made a lot of sense then. And so I challenge you to take a look and see areas that you can make hitting your goals easier just by being clear about your plans. How do you want to have this act out for yourself? How are you going to do it? Why are you going to do it? Like, understand it and put it into action. But here's my warning. Don't let having all the answers for everything that you're doing in life be a stopping point from you moving forward. Or also don't do like me and just keep planning and never executing. Set a timer for yourself, set a limit for yourself. Like, I will do this plan, I will have it done by then. And here's when I'm going to start. Or I may not have all the answers, but I'm still going to start because I have enough of them.